Good day, members of KRB Digital Assets Group. I'm Bitcoin Zay, and I'm here to do a tutorial follow-up to the Building a Cryptocurrency Environment article in the inaugural newsletter. If you viewed the newsletter, you will see that we started off with our welcome. We had our quote of the month in there, but we also included our cryptos to watch, which is a long-term look as far as buying now and holding it for years at least. Bitcoin, Neo, Zcash, and also Power. And one of the things we wanted to do was when I wrote the Building a Cryptocurrency Environment for Beginners tutorial, wanted to make sure that I do a follow-up with visuals so that when people read through, they can actually see the websites and the different tools that you use. So what we'll do is run through some of the things that you'll need. So first, obviously, you'll need a computer and hardware. I won't spend too much time on this because everyone looking at this has a computer as well as an operating system of their choice. I'm using a Mac with the Mac OS operating system. Also, you will need a external hard drive, which I have mine here, which is a 1 terabyte hard drive. I back up everything on this one. I also, for extra security, have another 1 terabyte external hard drive where I back up things to there, so I can actually have my information in two different places, just for security reasons. Also, with your user login, I use one login for personal things and another login for anything crypto related. So very small detail, but very important in security going forward. So speaking of security, some of the things we'll go through is some antivirus tools, VPNs, using the Brave browser, different emails, as well as the password managers that you can use, and two-factor authentication. All things in the newsletter that were included. So let's take a look here. And here we have our Brave browser. So if you don't already have it, Brave is a new browser, fairly new browser, which you can download from anywhere else. But one of the best things is here you can see it shows it blocks trackers, it blocks ads, it also saves you time. It also show you that. So and it has a built-in place for you to put your add-ins, and in your preferences section when you download Brave. They have an area for your security, of course. They actually have their own built-in password manager, but the best part about Brave, I think, is the payment section, meaning that whenever you add funds, you can actually pay for services on their Brave browser using their native token, BAT. So that's one of the things I like. You can any shields that you want. Also, if you go advanced, you can show your URL bar, spell check, things of that nature. So very useful. But if you need a free way or easy way to get security on your computer, Avast is what we recommend for some of our newer people who don't have any type of antivirus. Um, and if you do, Avast is also pretty good for business as well. So if you get a paid version. Um, let's look at the VPNs, like I was saying. One that we said was NordVPN, which is what I use personally. Right now, I'm unprotected because I turned it off so I can make sure I can navigate where I need to. Um, NordVPN, very easy to use, but also Bole VPN, which is another option. And like I said, I wanted this to be a follow up to show you other options to what we put in the newsletter. So Bole is another VPN that you can use, military grade security, and I've used that one as well before. So once you have your antivirus and you have a VPN used, which should be used at all times whenever you're doing crypto related stuff, you can move on to a secure email. Most people have Gmail or Yahoo Mail. I would suggest Proton Mail. It's encrypted email that you can send back and forth. Everyone I've introduced to crypto, I've introduced to Proton Mail. And in my opinion, it's the best one to use. You want to use different email accounts for different trading platforms. I would suggest, and that just keeps you secure just in case of a hack. Um, and MailChimp as well is another way for you well, for e-commerce to send a lot of information out that you'll use and to be able to campaign to others. So MailChimp is there. Also, once you have your email, you want to have a password, a dedicated password manager. I use 1Password. I know other people, they may use their browser like Brave for their password manager, but 1Password is good. You can log in with 1Password, so to say, and everything will be there: logins, passwords, bank accounts, things of that nature. So, and I would change that password at least once every couple weeks, if not once a month, just for security purposes. For two-factor authentication, in the article we introduced Authy, where you can enable two-factor for all your favorite sites, which you can view here. However, another very good one is Duo, which you can have multiple users use your two-factor authentication. Even if you may not need that, it is good for people with businesses who are following us in this group. So if you have multiple people who need to use it and you don't want to have to use different phones, Duo is a good way to do that. So moving forward, after you have your two-factor authentication, Burner, which is an app on your phone that you can download in the iOS or Android App Store. But Burner is one of those applications where you have a anonymous phone number that you can put into websites. If they say we need to send some type of passcode to your phone, put this number in instead of your personal number, and they'll send it there and it'll work just fine. So you're not giving out information. All right. So going back to the PowerPoint. Wallets. One of the things with wallets, you have a lot of different options, and we'll show you some here: desktop, online, phone wallets, paper wallets, and cold storage. So let's look at a few wallets that you can use. So first, we'll take a look at some desktop wallets. Exodus. Exodus wallet is very clean, very good looking wallet. I actually have one here I use just for small day-to-day purchases. You can take a look and see how it looks. Very, very clean design. You can exchange right here between different tokens. Like I said, that BAT token I was saying, if you have Bitcoin, you can exchange it right there. Also being able to back it up as well. So that Exodus wallet, I don't use it very often, but it is a good tool to have for your desktop wallet. Another great one, perhaps the best, is Green Address. Very good security. Actually changes your public address every time you send out any type of payments. You have watch only mode, you have mnemonic code to log in, and you also have a PIN number as well to log in. So two-factor authentication on there will be used at some point, not used right now, but they definitely have a second signature, so to say. And online wallets, blockchain is very popular. One of the best parts about the blockchain wallet, you can have the wallet, but you can also view on the Block Explorer different miners and when the actual block came through, which we'll actually have a tutorial on Block Explorers for you to look at more. So blockchain wallet, very easy to use, sign up. And they also have an option to buy Bitcoin and Ethereum straight through the wallet now. So very good to see. Some of the desktop wallets that are out there are very good, but Airbitz to me is the best, simply because the zero knowledge sign-on, where you actually control your private keys and things of that nature, right here, instantly created, encrypted, and backed up. And they have different feature to it than other ones, where they have an actual guide of places that you can buy things with Bitcoin, which is definitely helpful, because a lot of people say, well, where can I use it? They have a guide right there for you. So Airbitz is downloadable on your phone. And paper wallets. Some people have never seen how paper wallets use. BitAddress is one example, and what you do is, for example, it uses Entropy to create a public and private address. So as you can see, I'm just moving my mouse around, and it's just certain randomness. You can either type in random characters or move it like I'm doing, and give it a second, and then boom, you have a brand spanking new public address, as well as the private address now. Now, of course, I will never use this wallet, so don't even worry about trying to steal it. But what you can do is, when you have this QR code and this key, and this QR code and key, you can actually import it into a phone or a desktop wallet, which is very, very simple, and in my opinion, the best way to secure payments without having to use an online source. So definitely like that. And moving forward to cold storage, Trezor, which is very popular, very secure wallet. Definitely has some features that can be upgraded as far as having more coins on it. However, I like Trezor because, like I said, you need to have a way to move your coins offline, off of the computer in order to ensure safety. Ledger Wallet, which actually has a lot more cryptocurrencies that you can store on there, as you can see, a whole lot right there. So if people are looking for a way to move altcoins off of these exchanges, which becomes a little bit hard depending on how you trade, but if you want to move it off for safekeeping for long term, Ledger and Trezor are two good ways to do that. So let's take a look back. We've gone through wallets, so now let's look at a few different trading platforms to help you out. And we'll look at Bitcoin trading platforms, altcoins, as well as margin trading for those of you out there who are advanced enough to use margin trading, which we'll have tutorials on that as well. So let's take a look at some trading platforms. One of the most popular we talk about a lot is Gemini, where you can open your personal account or institutional registration. Some of the best parts about it is very fast sending money back and forth, which a lot of people, they have trouble with places like Coinbase with that, with the holdups. And with Gemini, you don't really have that problem as much. Uphold, another one, US dollar to Bitcoin in seconds. They literally have put their focus straight on speed because they realize people are trying to buy at a constant rate and trying to send it back and forth, and you can't have exchanges holding you up. So if you send money from your Uphold account to another Uphold account, it's actually 0% transaction fees. So that encourages you to get others to use Uphold as well, so that you can send it back and forth without having to pay that extra fee on top of the network fee. So Gemini, Uphold are very good. We'll throw GDAX in there simply because it is 0% fees as well if you send it from your Coinbase to GDAX account. So it is one of the heaviest backed up platforms as far as money wise, so they do have a lot of people behind them. However, you will have to deal with Coinbase. For those of you who aren't big fans, you will have to deal with Coinbase, so to go through GDAX. And for altcoins, we have a lot of places where you can use for altcoins. The biggest ones right now is Bittrex. Over almost 200 cryptocurrencies on there. They're doing a lot better job with support as far as helping people get logged back on. They did cut off signups for a while, but you should be able to sign up now. As well as Binance, same thing. Binance, they did have some troubles with signups and getting people on there, but they are doing their best now to add more coins and add more people. So, and as you can see early this morning, the Bitcoin private airdrop definitely just started. So that is definitely one of those things. With Binance, they have some of the coins that aren't on Bittrex. Same thing with Cryptopia. Cryptopia has a lot of smaller coins, which may not show up on the radar, but as you can see, some of the gains that are made on some of these coins are ridiculous. So a lot of people, they put small amounts into Cryptopia as well, and use that to maybe catch on to one of the smaller coins that may do a 50 or 100 times increase. So also Poloniex, which just had some good news. They just got bought by Circle, which is backed by Goldman Sachs. I probably wouldn't use Poloniex as much, simply because you have to give away a lot of information just to use any type of limits. However, it can be used for people with smaller amounts. You shouldn't be worried if you're playing with a few thousand, but if you're one of those six-figure guys or five-figure guys trying to move it back and forth with Polo, I would be safe as far as putting all of my information in there. But they have a lot of coins as well. Old school, people remember the Troll Box, which made it popular, but now it is actually getting picked up by a company, or it got picked up by a company, so it is moving forward, so to say. Qcoin is pretty new. I will say, with new exchanges, coins that are on new exchanges, when they do pick up steam as far as volume, they usually have the biggest jumps in percentage, simply because when people buy these smaller coins, 2 cent, 7 cent, the exponential gains you can get from that are bigger than buying something for $700. So if you have any interest in looking at a lot of smaller coins, Cryptopia and KuCoin are looking like two of the best places to go. And for my margin traders out there, you will need a VPN to use this, but BitMEX. I would suggest using BitMEX testnet first before you jump on to the actual BitMEX trading platform, because you may really get chopped up on BitMEX trying to trade. Also, SimpleFX is pretty new. They offer 1 to 500 leverage, and the accounts that you can use on there, they won't. You don't have to register in order to test it. So if you want to test it right now, jump on SimpleFX and try it for yourself as far as margin trading. But they actually have intros, education, order tables, how to look up pending orders, things of that nature. So good for them on that. And moving back to the PowerPoint, charts. Very important to be able to view charts to see what you're looking at to do research in order to trade. And let's take a look at a few charts here. Let's see. Oh, not the right one. Let's move forward a little too fast. So, charts wise, cryptocurrency. Market capitalization from CoinMarketCap. This is the most common used place for people to look at prices. Just to take a quick look at what you're looking at, if you click on the coin that you're looking for, you can actually view, a chart from when it started, year to date. You can also view the markets that it's traded on. So if you have a smaller coin, you're not sure what platform it's on. Let's say, for instance, you want to know Skycoin. You're not sure where it trades at because you don't see it as much. But you can look at the markets and see these are the exchanges that it's traded on. So you can also look at the trade volume for 24 hours. You can see how many cryptocurrencies were up to 1,500 and how many different markets, our overall market cap, and the 24-hour volume, as well as Bitcoin dominance, which is up towards 40% when it was, down towards 27 when we had that last alt run. So that is something to look at when you're starting to see Bitcoin being bullish, how much more of the market share is going to take. So another interesting place to look, coin360.io is a quick look at all the coins pretty much that you'll need. They actually put them in categories based on their algorithm, SHA-256, Ethash, Script, and also X11, X13. So you can actually see them split up based on their algorithm. So, and as you can see, you can get a quick look at how much it's worth right now, what the price is, and you can also search for a coin if you need to look it up, and they'll actually show you a chart over here. So, moving forward, the trading view. This is a quick look at the trading view. Some of the coins that I look at, you can actually view the charts for it. You can look at ideas. So if you're looking up ideas, say for Bitcoin, you can see, let's see what other traders are doing, and then adjust your process based on that, and adjust your strategy based on that. So also Coinigy, which is a third-party trading platform that you can use, and pricing wise, it's not that bad. However, I will say it's worth it when you're able to trade from this platform on any other platform. You can add in your API, which we'll have more tutorials on that. And you can trade from just one place, which is pretty secure. And if you don't have a third-party trading platform, you basically are leaving yourself open to only the exchanges being working, when Coinigy can actually help you work with different exchanges at the same time. So I would definitely look at Coinigy. Also on your phone, Delta is a great way to track your portfolio and set alerts. And when I say set alerts, that means like, well, if it passes this price, I want to buy, or if it passes this price, I want to sell. You can set those alerts on your phone and see it instantly. Jump on your computer or on your phone and make that trade. Also, Blockfolio. Blockfolio is a good way as well to track your portfolio on the go. So, going back to the PowerPoint, last but not least, news and social media, ways to keep up with the ever increasing news cycle, as well as keep up with the people like us who are a part of the industry. Cointelegraph is a place where you can find different articles throughout the day. CoinDesk as well. where you can read through articles to get a gauge on the market. Also, ccn.com. I will say with a lot of these websites, you have to be wary of sort of fear, uncertainty, and doubt, aka FUD, being thrown around, as well as some stuff is sponsored. So some companies are actually paying for good news when there isn't any there for it. The Merkle as well is a good place to look. So a lot of places look for news. And if you don't already have a Twitter, I would definitely look at getting a Twitter. This is mine right here, as well as a Telegram as well. We use Discord in our group in order to send messages back and forth. Right now, I'm kind of staying off of Telegram until we see what this ICO does and see what they do going forward with dealing with security and regulation. So that's why we're using Discord group. But Telegram is a way to look at different groups who actually, they have their own trading or group calls. Because the good thing about the cryptocurrency environment is there's so much information, you just have to find it. We're making it easy by bringing it to you, but there is some information out there that you can find just simply by looking on Telegram or Twitter. And YouTube, of course. I would suggest the first person on YouTube you follow is Andreas Antonopoulos, probably the leader in teaching Bitcoin and blockchain technology in the world right now. So these are a few different ways for you to get started and to build your cryptocurrency environment, and day to day being able to save these websites as favorites and being able to go forward in your crypto journey. So congratulations for joining the KRB Digital Assets Group. We just want to make sure everybody has a good base to start. I know we have some advanced people, but for the beginners who are jumping in, we want to make sure you have all the tools necessary to use the tutorials that we'll be putting out here later. So remember to visit the website if you have any questions in the members area. One question every 24 hours, as well as during the live conference, we'll have Q&A sessions as well. So thank you for watching and have a good one.